Shalom, all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakha Kudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakha Kudash. As you can see here, it says 6 Trump executive orders to watch. Now, as we know, the inauguration of Donald Trump was a few days ago on January the 20th. And we know that we know what the inauguration basically is. It's a summoning of witches, and summoning in the new, the head warlock of the world, basically, because we know Babylon the Great, which is America, is the ruler of the planet. And who rules it? Who's the man that rules over Babylon? Esau, the so-called white man, beginning with their elites, really. But they set up their presidents. So we know the inauguration is what? Is a summoning in of the head warlock, basically. That's why even at that inauguration, brothers did plenty of videos on it. And there was basically a hell of a lot of warlocks and witches surrounding Donald Trump. And there was a lot of Masonic symbols going on, all of that. So anyway, Donald Trump now, he's in the office over there in Babylon. And we believe he's Nero. We believe he's the president that's going to bring in all these agendas, basically the new world order agendas, the stricter agendas, the market, the MOTB, and really we are in World War III, by the way. We're in World War III, but we believe he's going to be the one to tip it over the edge, basically, the last president, so to speak. So pretty much Donald Trump, he's come in and already he's signed executive orders, and he's ruffled a lot of feathers already, man. All right, and guess what? He's making things stricter. So let me read this here. This is 6 Trump executive orders to watch, all right? Because these devils are gonna start showing their teeth, in particular to you Israelites, man, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? They're gonna start showing you their teeth, meaning they're gonna show you who they really are, and their government structure, all right? So this is it here. Let me read some of this here. Donald Trump has signed sweeping executive orders on his return to the U.S. presidency, vowing swift action on some of his top campaign issues. Among the directives that have gained the most publicity are an immigration crackdown and rollbacks of some climate-friendly policies. But even presidential powers have their limits, and in some cases he faces hurdles before his plans can become reality. Here are 6 of Trump's eye-catching actions with analysis by BBC reporters who give their verdict on whether each order can take effect, all right? So it says, declaring drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And we were saying this during the Biden administration, Biden was letting in, it's all strategy by the Illuminati, all right? But Biden, what was his thing? He was lax on, he was lax with so-called illegal aliens coming in, criminals coming into the land. Basically, Biden's term was all about bringing in all the chaos. And now Trump's term is all about bringing in the order. All right? Which is all pre-planned anyway. So it says declaring drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. Even Trump was talking about invading Mexico, man. You know what I mean? And who when they talk about the drug cartels, who the hell are they talking about? The tribes, all right? In particular, them Israelites, them Latin tribes. All right? Cracking down on you, man. So when they declare the drug cartels as the T word, they're gonna do it to domestic and foreign jakes, man. So American nationals, Hispanics that are American nationals, whether you're Negro or Latino, gang members, they're gonna declare them as the T word. So they're gonna come fully down on you, man. Okay, so it says the order argues that cartels have engaged in campaigns of violence and there you go. Campaigns of violence and a T word throughout the hemisphere and flooded the U.S. with crime, posing a national security risk to the U.S. Additionally, the order specifies that the U.S. policy is to ensure the total elimination of these groups in the U.S. It gives U.S. agencies 14 days to provide recommendations on which groups are to be designated and to be expedite the removal of individuals from the U.S. All right. And think about this. How on earth are they going to remove all those so-called migrants and criminals and all these people that flooded the U.S. over the past 4 years under the Biden administration, how on earth are they going to clear the land up of them? So we know we know what's next, man. What does the scriptures say, man? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, so we know what's next. What could be potentially next? The mark, man. The MOTB. All right, this is where the world is heading, man. Because what did we say about the mark over the years? Basically, it's going to be a system implemented by the Edomites, by the elites. With that chip, they're going to be able to monitor who's coming in and out of the land, where everyone is, your bank transactions, they're going to monitor how you buy food, all of that. This is the world we're coming into. Let me read the scripture first before I keep reading it. And we're already here. And we said it that Trump would be the one to bring these things in. Okay? So let me read this here. Revelation 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And this is pretty much talking about the two. He had 2 horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. The 2 horns as a lamb is talking about the 2 government policies of America. All right, the government, the 2 parties of America. All right, which in Rome you had the plebeians and patricians, which is one side was for the so-called the poor, the public, and the other side was for the aristocracy, the people in the rich white people, so to speak, the rich Romans. And it's the same now in America. You got what? The Democrats and Republicans. All right? And you have the same thing here in England. You've got the Labour and you've got the Tories, which is basically, they're both parts of the same devil, basically. But one speaks so-called for the people and one is basically for the ruling elite. Okay? So I believe in America, the Republicans are like the ruling elite, and then you got the Democrats, which is for so-called the parties that are for the poor, basically. So, but the scripture says they had 2 horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. Yeah, because, they're all controlled. The governments of the world, all right, whatever so-called policies they implement, whatever it is that they do, they're all controlled by the wicked elite families, the so-called Jewish banking families. They're all controlled. It's all agendas. All right? They're all in the same boat. Okay? And they're doing the will of the elites. Okay? But when it says here, they spake as a dragon, what's that talking about? Meaning what? Meaning really the power of the so-called white man, outside of his suits and his facade and his nice words, his power is really violence. The dragon, the Roman Empire. What was the Roman Empire about? His teeth, them iron, the iron, man, the sword. That's what the Roman Empire was about. That's how they conquered and pillaged the world. All right? And then they set up their government parties. So this is what it's saying here. It's saying they spake as a dragon. So that's what's happening now. Donald Trump's coming down with these legislations. Drug cartels, gangs, both domestic and foreign, are considered the T word now. He's cracking down on a lot of things. He even said there's even more in that article where it says he's cracking down on gender, that gender thing now. There's only male and female. You know what I mean? So he's bringing, it's all it's all part of the New World Order, but he's bringing in more stricter regulations that, all these laxy-daisy people that have, in America and around the world, in particular the Western world, have enjoyed the LGBTQ, feminism, girls gone wild spirit. He's cracking down on all of that. Even I saw something about, they're showing you their teeth basically now. They're showing you that they're the dragon. Even I saw something that in America with the child support now, when a man pays child support, when a man and woman are in an agreement for that child support, which this ain't an agreement, it's all for the woman really. It's been these women railroading these men. But basically now, with the child support, at the end of the year, the man that's paying the child support can claim back the taxes basically. Because how it was before was the women was getting the child support, and even at the end of the year, they were claiming back the taxes on that child support, man. So Trump's cracked down on that now. So he's bringing even now stricter legislations that's even affecting these women. They shall lament at the teats, man. So he's coming down hard. See, all these so-called, and we see us brothers in the faith, since we've woken up to this truth, we've never liked this so-called society, democracy, and all these lies, man. Because look what it all promotes, wickedness. Okay? But you see, these people that trusted in this world now, see these devils, in particular in Babylon, they're showing you their teeth now, man. It says, and he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him. What was the first beast? The Roman Empire. And that's what was the power of the Roman Empire? Their military might, man. So basically what it's telling you is America okay, which is back now, is Rome again. And it's exercising the power of the first beast before him. So it's basically the Roman Empire modernized, man. Rome 2.0, as we call it. Okay? Before him. And he causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that's what's happening. You know, because people wonder after, they worship America basically. They worship anything that the American government say, basically. People, in particular in Babylon, and now, but really now people around the world, they are waking up to the fact that America is that wicked land. It's that land of oppression, man. Okay? But then you still got people in the land, in particular Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that worship Babylon, man. And they're going to do what these presidents say on behalf of their puppet masters. They're going to make people take the mark, and people are going to take it. They're going to get chipped. People already did that with the sea hip thing, man. See? So they're worshipping the beast. So it says they worship, then he causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And what was the beast whose deadly wound was healed? The Roman Empire, man. It was healed. Salakia, the Rome 2.0, which is back again. So the Roman Empire whose deadly wound was healed. So it came back into power. The same system is back in power, and the head of it is America. And their branches are all over the world. So wherever these so-called white people rule, it's basically a branch or a province of the Roman Empire, but the head of it is America, Babylon the Great, which is where predominantly all the wicked policies that are pumped onto the planet Earth, all the wicked policies that are pushed on the Earth, predominantly, come through America, okay? So this is what's happening now. See, so there you go. So now Trump's starting to show his teeth. So it says, this is, number one of this, because remember, he signed over 200 executive orders, man. So that's number one, drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. Okay? It says, pulling out of Paris Climate Accord. All right, so even it says the executive order asked the US ambassadors to the UN to immediately submit a formal written request to withdraw from the Paris Climate. So this is even going to go into these shall hate the whore, because now Trump's come back into power. I even saw something where he was telling Putin, look, there was an article about it. Putin has to stop the war in Ukraine or the US will get involved. So we've been saying this over the years that, pretty much, the nations are going to turn against America. We believe this is the president to do this, man. The nations are going to turn against Babylon the Great. All the nations, its allies, they're going to turn on it. See? And this has been a slow build-up, but now Trump's the perfect one to bring this all in. All right? So it says pulling out of Paris Climate Accord. It says ending birthright citizenship. This order aims to end birthright citizenship for children born in the US to immigrant parents who are in the country illegally. So you said, what that was once your right. If you was in the country and you was born there, you'd be considered a US citizen. Now he's ending that. You see? Because remember what Trump was saying as well. He wants to get all these illegals and swoop them back out of the country. Really they want them all chipped up anyway. But he wants them all out of the country. So birthright citizenship he wants to end. And it's saying here it's giving you like a ranking of will these things be put through. But look, man, if Esau beginning with these elites, want to push these things through, they will go through. All right? But this is all falling into they speaking as a dragon now. And you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you about to catch holy hell out there in America and all over the world, but in particular America, because, we know America is that main America is that main focus of prophecy. Okay? So let me read this here. It says, withdrawing from World Health Organization. So he wants to withdraw from the WHO. What does the order say? The order says the US was withdrawing due to the organization's mishandling of the CHIP. Trump's long-held antipathy towards the WHO is rooted in a perception that it was dominated by and so soft on China, which the president has long believed was responsible for the spread of the virus. So this guy's already came in, this Donald Trump, he's come in and he's already ruffling all the feathers, man. He's pushed, really for us, believers in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in this word, it is beautiful because we know he's the one pushing us forward into this Armageddon, to the end of this system. See? But he's coming and he's already ruffling the feathers, man. And everyone in the world, one thing they can agree on is most people, most so-called sensible-minded people, they don't want They didn't want so-called Trump in there because they knew he was going to do this. You know? But then you had a flip side of people out in the States, you know, particularly the good old boys, make America great again. They wanted Trump up in there because this is the stuff they like, man. But we know it's all according to prophecy. So let me read another one here. Renaming Gulf of Mexico. The order calls for the Gulf of Mexico to officially be named the Gulf of America. Trump can change the name of the Trump can change this guy is as a tyrant. Trump can change the name of the Gulf. An official US government document. Trump can change the name of the Gulf on official US government documents. This has been it says deliverable. This has happened on some documents already, including a weather update from Florida's Republican governor Ron DeSantis, which refers to an area of low pressure moving across the Gulf of America. It says the US recognizes two sexes, male and female. It is the policy of the United States to recognize two sexes, male and female. These sexes are not changeable and are grounded in fundamental and incontrovertible reality. It says, adding that the federal government will use the term sex, not gender. So Trump wants to bring it back to what? Bring it back to what? Male and female. You know, ain't no more, you know, he doesn't want all that. He wants to bring it back to the traditional ways, so to speak. Which all the damage has been done anyway, but this is what they did. They had the world in a lax state, you know, brought in all these LGBTQ laws, protection for homosexuals, etc., etc. And now they're bringing in the perfect person like Trump to basically, you know, bring it back to that, you know, that heterosexual white male spirit, man. Pretty much. This is what it is. Okay? So he's already ruffling feathers, man. And we already knew all that LGBTQ community and whatnot. They didn't want Trump up in there. But this is what he's saying. This is part of his executive orders. The US recognizes two sexes, male and female, as it says in the scriptures anyway. All right? But the point is, Donald Trump, he's only been in there since the 20th of January, and he's already shaking things up according to scriptures, man. According to scriptures. And who's the ones that's going to catch the brunt of this hell, man? You Negroes and Latinos, man, and Native Americans out there in America. Because most of what they pass, man, is predominantly, all right? Let me read this here. Let me read this here. 1 Peter 4 and 1 Peter 4 and 14. Everything that they do, man, is predominantly to get at you Jakes, man. To get at you Negroes and Latinos, man. Okay? So this is 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Lord? All right? Yes, because judgment is about to come down on the house of the Lord. So, hey, and we know what that means, you know, pretty much. Even in this Israel thing, in this thing of this Israelite thing of ours, judgment's going to come down on various camps, you know, that are teaching false doctrines. You know what I mean? Teaching false doctrines, teaching lies on the name of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, teaching all kind of, you know, damnable heresies. Judgment's going to begin first at the house of Israel. But then it says here, this is the point I wanted to get out of it also. It says, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Lord? Yeah, what's the end going to be of them that obey not the gospel? And who's the them that obey not the gospel of the Lord, man? The 2/3, man. 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you know, you don't obey the gospel of Yahweh Shai, because, hey, this truth of this Israelite thing, the truth is out there. And this thing of ours. And the 2/3, they don't obey the gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They obey the gospel of the so-called white man. That's whose gospel they obey. All right? They trust in the shadow of Egypt. What does the scriptures say? In fact, let me get this here. This is Isaiah 30. I believe it's Isaiah 30, and I'll start from the top. Okay, Isaiah 30 from the top, and it says, okay, and it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Yeah, and you don't take, who's the children of the Lord? You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. But it says, woe unto you, destruction unto you, man, that take counsel, but not of me. All right? And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. Yeah, you cover with a covering. You take counsel, but not of the Lord. You cover with a covering, but not of me, the scriptures say. All right? But not of my spirit. So you don't take the covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You take the covering of Egypt. You believe in the government, man. The so-called white man system. What did 2/3 say when they were persecuting Yahweh Shai, man? What did they say? They said we have no king but Caesar, man. All right. So it says, but not of me, and that they and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Yeah, and the modern day Pharaoh, or the oppressor of the children of Israel, who's the modern day Pharaoh? The so-called white man. So this is what these 2/3 are into, man. They go down to Pharaoh for help, and they trust in the shadow of Egypt. So meaning, equating that to today's time, our people over there in America, the majority of our people, they trust in the government of the so-called white man rather than Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. See, the hopeful elect brothers, we trust in the Lord. We didn't take the C hip when it came out. We're going to keep saying that. We didn't take the C hip when they were pushing it. Till this day, brothers ain't got no, brothers have been all right, battling through whatever, any virus Esau puts out there. We just fighting through it, man, through the spirit. Brothers been sick and all that, still fighting through it. No C hips was taken, man. Why? Because of faith, man, Lord willing, because of faith, okay? So it says that walk to go, but the 2/3 of our people, they trust completely in the so-called white man's system. And that's going to be their demise. This is what it is. They trust in Egypt. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right. And that's what's going to happen now in these times we're in. You really think that the same people that pass all these laws to oppress you, you really think that they're gonna do anything to help you? No, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna show you their teeth. They're gonna show you they're really the dragon. They're gonna show you their teeth. They're gonna come down with violence, man. Okay, like the scriptures say. All right. So let me read this here, and I'm gonna end it on here. So this is Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Okay, ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And who's the devil? The so-called white man, the Edomites, the nation of Edom. And it says they're going to come down having great wrath because their time's short. So they're about to come down heavy, man. And these international bankers, they know what they're doing, They know the script to follow. And they know that they got the right person in there to cause all the chaos on the planet Earth. Donald Trump. I mean, in his first term, he messed up a lot of things in his first term. I mean, he ruffled a lot of feathers in his first term. People were happy that he was, the next president came up in there, which was Biden. Which Biden now basically fucked up the world. You know what I mean? He fucked up Babylon in particular, let up all the immigrants in there, caused all kind of chaos, destroyed the economy. Now they've brought back Trump again. You know what I mean? So they know exactly what they're doing. And Trump is already coming there with full force, man. All right? Because why? Because the elites know that their time is short. The Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back. So they're gonna push for their new world order agenda. So therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. So woe unto you 2/3, man. Wicked Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the heathen nations, and the people that are sprinkled over there in America, man. That ain't of the elect. Judgment's coming. Woe means judgment. All right? Of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So that the devil, the governments of the so-called white man, in particularly beginning with America, they're about to come down heavy on this planet Earth, in particular in Babylon, Babylon the Great, man. All right? The mark's about to be pushed. There's going to be mass judgment and death coming down the line, man. All right? World War III, which we're already in, So things are getting heated up. All right? So, with that, I want to say all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that teaching this word. Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. Shalom, shalom.